Okay, guys, a lot of people say, the trend is your friend. Well, I've been doing some back tests, and this strategy that I'm about to show, it might, it's going to blow your mind on how accurate it is because I'm always looking for trend reversals, right? I love finding the trend before it reverses. But with this strategy is we're going to find the direction of the trend. I'm going to show you guys how to know what is the trend. Is it going to be down or up? And so I'm going to use the 15-minute candle and I'm going to use the EMAs on a precise entry. So stay tuned, guys. You guys requested this video. I'm going to put this into the day trading education in here. So when I'm done with this, so you guys can see it. But and if you're not part of the Discord, you're more than welcome to join. The links down below in the YouTube comments below. But let me show you guys how I did how to do these trades, and we can back test this together so you guys can see this in real time. But what you want to do is, if you're on Webull or any platform, just look at the first candle. Go to your 15-minute time frame. Down here, you can see where the 15-minute is, where my cursor is. Click that, and you hover over the 9:45 candle. So you have to wait 15 minutes after the bell to get a nice, solid, get a little feel of what's happening. Go over to your drawing tab up here, and you can do horizontal line, and you want to mark out the highs and the lows. So as you can see right in here, I clearly have the highs and the lows of my first 15-minute candles of SPY. I'm only going to do the index, so we're going to do SPY, QQQ, and IWM. So you can very clearly see this is what we call the 15-minute orb. You're going to hear me referencing that because I'm using 15 minutes. So, and then the orb is the upper and the lows here. So as you can see, what we want to see is a candle clearly penetrating below the bottom wick of our 9:45 candle. And it's not just any penetration. It can't be a wick. We want to see a confirmation of a body below it, because that shows us weakness. That shows us that there's a very clear downtrend happening. So right in here, you clearly see that SPY is presenting a downtrend, showing us that today it's going to be a downtrend. So right in here is where we would we would want to wait for this candle to end, and then we would look for an entry after this candle here. So when we're looking at this one, I did take this one, for example. I'm going to show you the ones that I did, the one I did take, because I try to look for the highest one. But what I'd like to see is a retest of the EMA 10, which is this yellow band here. You could do the EMA 5 or this lower orb, this lower 15-minute orb, which the horizontal line is, and you can see that was big resistance. As you can see, we touched this lower horizontal line, and we just kept going down and down and down. Now, do I need it to just keep going down forever all day? No. This candle right here at 11 o'clock, I'd be out totally. Even these candles down here, we would have made easily lots of money, because I'm going to be doing a 1 DTE doing this strategy. So you might ask, well, should we do 0? I'm looking more into 1 DTE, a little less volatility, something that can fluctuate a little bit, because my stop loss is 20%. So let's say I got in at this lower horizontal line and it goes up 20%. Well, I'm out. So that's the SPY. As you can see, very clear downtrend after we've been given the signal. Now, the trade that I did take today was look at IWM. It gave me more of a big, it pulled up a little farther up, so I liked it. So if I put the 9:45 candle here and I draw my lines, right? Just very simple, nothing confusing. So what we want to see is a clear body below this horizontal line for puts, and then a clear body above this upper band for calls. So we didn't get any of that till this candle. Remember, more the pronounced body, the better idea it is for puts. This is clearly telling me, okay, this is a nice downtrend on the 15 minutes. The reason why I like the 15 minute is because to me it gives us more of a confirmation, like a good confirmation. 15 minutes is not, it's a pretty big, decent size of a candle, and compared to like the 1 and 5 minute, but also it's not too like big like a 30 and 1 hour where it just takes up most of your day, and that by the time you get in, it's too late. So 15 minutes, in my opinion, is very, very nice. So right in here gives us the confirmation. But remember, I said I love to take it at the EMA 10. Well, look where the candle went to. We went to the EMA 10 right in here. So we have to wait till this candle ends to see if it clearly stays below this bottom horizontal line for puts, and then we look for a retest type pattern to the EMA 10, which is this yellow band, for an entry. Does that make sense, everyone? And so then our next candle right here gave me 30% gains. This was beautiful. It was like in, out in the next 15 minutes. I'm not looking for massive home run hits. This was just absolutely beautiful. You get in here, comes tumbling down, and it goes even more and make well over the gains. Because there's no theory where this downtrend can keep going. You know, you don't want to hold this throughout the day. Because a lot of people might ask, well, where are we looking for profit? I want to at least see 20% profit, at least. And then I would look to take it out. Anything else above that, just trail and stop it above the 20%. And so, yeah, that's what it gives out. And then QQQ, it's the same thing today. Look at the massive gains these would have got. The 945 candle is here. I already drew it out. You have the upper and the lower. We have the downtrend right here. And then look what here. It didn't give us really the entry I wanted. SPY was a little better because it retested the lower band. But you can see beautiful downtrend happening. So let's go back, and I played IWM yesterday. Let's do the whole thing, and we'll kind of, you know, maybe today was just lucky. All right, well, let's go back and do it again. Let's look at the day prior. So we look at the upper band. This is 945, so we draw our lines, put it at the highs and the low. We look for a clear downtrend. So right in here, we have a break of the body below. So that means more than likely downtrend. We get a retest of the EMA 10. We get it on this candle, made our 30% down here instantly. So very, very beautiful, right? Literally in a short amount of time made money. But look at this overall, though. It kept going down and down and down. Could have made a whole lot more money. That's hindsight trading. Totally fine. Take the 20 to 30%. Because right here, what happened is I took the gain here and it went right back. So it could have go to the upper orb. I've seen it where it goes down here. We make a nice gain, and then it goes all the way back to the upper orb, and then you would have lost money. But you got to remember, the probabilities of winning are very nice. So let's keep going. This is IWM. Let's do one more day, and then we'll look at the Qs and SPY. IWM, here's the next day, 945. Okay, we know what to do. Draw our lines. Remember, we are playing follow the trend strategy with this strategy. Using EMAs for entries, because a lot of the times you guys are going to see, wow, it hit, you know, we hit our EMA 20 and then we stop playing it. Well, why don't we play it and follow the trend? All right, so right in here, 945, you clearly see, poof, this coming right up in here. This it shows us what? There's a downtrend. So then we wait for this to go up. The next candle goes all the way up here and gets pretty close enough where I would take it to the EMA 10, the bottom horizontal line. And then what we see right here is a big, massive move down, making you massive gains. Very beautiful trade right there. Let's look at the Qs, see if there's a QQQ trade. This is 924, so the same date here. Let's draw our lines here. So, you know, we want to look at a lot of the indexes and just see what happens here. We got downtrend right in here. We get a retest close to the EMA 10, and it follows all the way down, making massive gains going down. Let's go another day. Maybe, just maybe, we got lucky all those times. So let's just keep going, because I do want to see a loss happen, right? Because I know it's going to lose. Everything loses, nothing's perfect. So right in here was a very choppy market. This is when the market was literally flat, and that's probably when it's going to lose, but you could also get out too. So let's just see how we would play this on a very flat market. 945, we touched this. It's telling us, remember though, we only take it at the EMA 10. So it's telling us upside day, right? It's saying right here at this candle, we should only be doing calls. All right, that's fine. So then we're here, we clearly hit the EMA 10. So actually, this one would have actually worked. It would have got close to stopping us out, but I think it would have definitely worked. I probably would have been down 10%, 15, and then it went clear up. So this one actually would have worked on a choppy market, because as you can see, we get the confirmation here. We want to get an entry at the EMA 10. And so what happens is we come all the way up here, or we come all the way down here to this EMA 10. We get our entry here. It goes a little farther down. That's totally fine. And then it comes right back up to make, you know, nice returns. So little dicier, would have come close, but I think it would have panned out. Let's go to another day. I actually want to look at SPY now because I think SPY is actually more consistent. Um, this is 9/19. Let's try this day. I'm doing just random days. So right here, practice makes key, right? 9:45 here. Draw our lines right in there. Where do we finally get a body of a candle above? Right here at 10:30. So right in here, it signals calls. So that means that in general, the trend should be going up. So right in here, we get an EMA 10 entry. It actually goes down quite a bit. Does this stop us out? I'm not too sure. I'm not in the trade, and that's kind of why I want to do the 1DTE. I want to give a little more wiggle room just in case it don't stop us out. But you see the general trend of what's happening. We come back here giving us saying there's a call side thesis right here. It comes back, hits the 10, and then it comes all the way up here. So yes, if you want a safer entry, you could do the 20 if you really want a safer entry, because once you come all the way up here, the 20 happens, but you'll probably get less entries. So do keep that in mind. All right, let's do SPY again. Let's just keep looking at trades here. 9:45. This was a choppy day, but we'll see what happened. 9:45 right here, up in here. That's your 9:45. As you can see, we get chop, 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 all the way to 11:45. Not really much happening, and I think this is when it would fail now, because as you can see, 11:45 gives us a clear thesis. It goes down. We wouldn't get no entry though till all the way up in here, but then it kept going up. But as you can see, the natural trend was down. But I think there should be a cap too, because obviously anything after lunchtime is too long and it took too while, the theta is going to burn you. So I would not play anything after lunch. All right, but that one would have burnt you. You would have lost 20% on that trade. But you can see all the times, let's say if you win 5 times in a row and you lose 1, that's not too bad, right? You're looking at 20 to 30% gains, putting the same amount of money in these. If you put $1,000 in, you should be making $200. If you put 1,000 in, you should only be losing 200 max. All right, so 9:45. So I don't want you guys to think you'll never lose on this trade. That's not possible. Every trading strategy will lose, but as you can see, 9:45 here, we had the retest going down. This should say put side, but we come all the way back, and this was what I call the double orb. As you can see, you come here, you do this, and then it goes all the way to the upside saying calls. So this one would be a true loss. You would have to take your 20% stop loss, as you can see. But in general, though, that signal, that first orb said it should be a downtrend. It just faked you out. That's what happened here. In general, it should, and it was a downtrend, but it faked you out. So that one, you would have lost. Let's go to another one. Alrighty. Let's see this one. 9:45 here, right in here. Let's do our trend channel here. Poof and poof. And so right in here, it's saying call side. So right in here, as you can see, you should be doing calls only. We come back down here. I'm wondering, actually, according to the lower touch here, should we wait to the very bottom of the orb, the major support? Because that one would have been a double loss, and that would actually hurt. So if we do this, that's the 9:45, and we wait till the top of the orb here. Yeah, I think that would be pretty nice. So keep that in mind. We'll wait for the bottom for the best entry. So the more conservative is your EMA 10, you'll get a lot of plays, but the best ones are the bottom of the orb. So let's see how this one plays out. So but yeah, as long as you win, if you win 5, you lose 2, you're still in the game here. 9:45 here. You got the top right here. You got the bottom right here is 9:45. And so as you can see, you clearly have an uptrend. Clearly. And this is such an easy trade. It went up and up and up and up. So right in here, you would see that you get the confirmation of call side. And I'm probably, the more I'm seeing this, because I've been doing it a lot, and I'm like, I've been on fire with these lotto plays. Not saying I can't ever lose, but looking like that 20 is probably the best. So here's how to rate the best signals. The best ever is going to be going back to this bottom orb, the bottom of this 15 minute. So that's going to be your best. Is it going to happen a lot? Probably not. Then your next best is your EMA 20 bounce, and then EMA 10. These all three. So if you want to bet the best from the worst setups, the best setup is going to be when you hit this bottom orb, and then EMA 20 is going to be your second best, and then EMA 10 is your third best. So a lot of the times, if you just really want a lot of plays, but you got to keep in mind some plays are more higher value. So right here hits the 20, and it just rips up. You would have made easily 100% gains right in there. All right, next play here, we have 945 here. I'll switch to IWM here soon. 945 here. Clear. This is a clear downtrend. So right in here is at 10 o'clock. And as you can see, price comes rushing up. It comes rushing up to it. So we know it's a downtrend, and this is when you get the better plays here. Right in here, you take your entry at the top of the orb. It tries to fake us out a little bit, but as you can see, it comes tumbling down. Massive gains you could have made right in there. So sometimes you just have to hold it, and you might get a little close to that 20% stop loss, but you have to stick to the stop loss, okay? And that's why getting the entry is so important. This one was just a massive move down, but there was no entry past 12 o'clock, so I wouldn't take it. Look at this. This was more for my trend reversal strategy. It's hitting the ATR4. I remember this day and made massive money. So, yeah, I really like it. It's giving us more trades. It's more variety of how to follow the trend in a short amount of time, because we're trying to predict one DTE options, right? We're trying to do short-term options. I recommend one DTE, or you can even do a weekly, because let's say, you don't want to get stopped out as fast. Well, you need to do a little more expiration, right? I might just do a weekly. I don't think a weekly is bad too. So just in case, because I've seen some scenarios, and I'm backtesting this with you. I'm doing more and more backtesting, but I think maybe weekly, where you can give a little more room, just in case it just, and in case you just don't get hit too fast. So right in here, we have this 945 candle here. Let's just do one more IWM here. And you could clearly see downtrend starts to happen. You see the body of the candle breaching the bottom orb here at this 15-minute, and it just kept going down, right? But and then you take the trade at the EMA 10 and 20 here, and you would make massive, massive money, right? So, and there's just times and times again where this just consistently works, and it's pretty awesome. I love to see it, right? So you have the 945 here, and you can do it so fast. It's just something to see, like, well, what is the projected trend to be here? We had this, and this was actually the beautiful setup. Look at this setup right here. This was beautiful. So right here, we have downtrend, right? This is going to, and that's why I said I'm thinking more about this. This gives you the best setups right here if you touch the other side of the orb. So let's say price gives us downtrend, and then it gives a quick retest of the top of the orb, and then it comes flushing down. That right there is going to make you massive money. Obviously, it kept coming down here. If you took it at the 10 to 20, you still would have made massive money as it kept coming down. So I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to do weeklies. As just to give a little more wiggle room, because I think with this strategy you can make easily 20% with a weekly here, just come tumbling down. So it's just really nice strategy. I'm actually addicted to doing this. I can't stop doing it, actually. I mean, here I gotta do another one since I'm in another day here. This is perfect right here. You get call side. We want to buy IWM calls because at 10 o'clock, and look at this beautiful candle touching the lower orb, which is the best setup for this strategy, is when it comes back and touches lower orb, and then it comes what? Zooming to the sky, making you monster returns. All right, I'm doing this strategy, okay? So this is, I think I proved myself, where you're going to win a lot. Yes, you're going to win. You're going to lose a couple. But those couple that you probably could win if you just had a bigger weekly more expiration. So I'm thinking weekly expiration, premium near 1. Let's stick to that. Premium near 1, weekly expiration. I think you'll be totally fine. Or like mid ones, or you don't want to get too out of the money where it moves too fast. So probably 1 in the money, and then weekly expiration, and kind of just see how this moves. I think this is a very nice strategy. I think a lot of people who just want to find a way to how to follow the trend, this is the best way to do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys want to join the premium Discord, click the link down below in the YouTube comments and in the description. I'll pin it in the YouTube comments. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page. Please read how to subscribe. If you have an Android, you'll have to do it on your phone's browser or computer. You can read the testimonies of how my other strategy, my trend reversal strategy, has been really nice. Hit the service shop in the top left, and you can see for 12 bucks a month, you have Day and Swing Trading Plus, and you'll get access to all my subscriptions. I just talked about day trading. It's my favorite strategy. I don't like holding overnight risk because I can't I can't control anything. And so I highly recommend you do the Day and Swing Trading Plus. That's where I just talked about all the day trades. You're going to get day trade alerts. You're going to get day trading education. You're going to get you have a future chat. We have prop firm discount if you want to do that. Swing trading education. Even the video to set up your indicators right in here. I think you guys are going to really like this. This was just a brief scenario on how to follow the trend using my system and what's the best way to do it. And my honest opinion, doing weekly expirations after we just went through, I know this is kind of a longer video of 20 minutes. We went through lots and lots of ideas and how a lot of these trades have made monster just massive money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, I'll be in the live stream, RTK live stream. I'll physically be doing these with you, talking it through. So I hope you guys enjoyed this education. All right, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope to see you guys in the Discord. It's only 12 bucks a month if you subscribe on computer. If you do it on your phone, be a little more. It's by far the cheapest for all the education you're gonna get, and I really want everyone to be successful. All right, guys, happy trading.